Okie dokie. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy sixth birthday to Avery Dollarhide. Today is her sixth birthday. And so this morning we are calling over to the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department in Norman, California. We are filing a request for the body cam footage from Jason's unlawful arrest. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry. Oh, I just woke up about 20 minutes ago. I'm sunburned from yesterday. I was frustrated yesterday that Jason was in jail. I was burning. I was pissed. Couldn't get myself to calm down, and so I drove over to the ocean here in LA, and I jumped in the ocean. True story. And I got sunburned because I didn't put any sunblock on, and I really should have. Blue Star, what's up, Chuck? How are you? The one. What is going on? Good morning, everybody. Big thank you to everybody who's participated in the fundraisers. We've done 2 or 3 fundraisers the last week, at least. We've done, I think, 4 or 5 fundraisers the past week or two. We've raised thousands of dollars and helped a lot of people over the last just couple weeks alone. So it's been pretty inspiring to do the things we've been doing lately on this channel. If you're new to Delete Law's channel, do me a favor and hit the like button. Just real quick, all 150 of you, just reach down real quick and just hit the like button, and then we're going to call the Sheriff's Department. We're going to call over to Norman, Oklahoma. Dan, good morning. Charles, Keela, good. How do I say it? Keely? Is that how I say it? Malone, Angel, how are you? Nice to see you. DLZ Clips. If you guys are not subscribed to our backup channel, Delete Laws Clips, DLZ Clips is our backup channel, and we are growing like crazy. Robert, good to see you. The one, James, good to see you. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. Is everybody familiar with what we're doing here this morning? And the SWE Observer is here. Does everybody know why I'm here this morning right now, what I'm doing? Let me show it to you. So a guy named Jason Dollarhide out of Norman, Oklahoma, he was up deer watching in Norman, Oklahoma in 2021 when an out-of-control sheriff's deputy went crazy on him, tried to attack him, tried to arrest him. They did arrest him, charge him with a bunch of crimes. I saw the tape. A lot of people saw the tape. A lot of people made a video about what happened to Jason Dollarhide. And it just so happens I kept up with them and kept up with Jason and his wife, Heather, and their daughter, who is 6 years old today. We sent them last night, through the generosity of people in this room, we sent them $450 yesterday for Avery's birthday today. So they should be able to have a good birthday party today. So if you hit the like button now, if you would please type in the comment section over here, OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. And that's my whole mission that I'm doing right now. And I won't stop, and I won't be able to change much until we get to higher levels in governance. So that's what I'm working on right now. But just type in the chat for me, if you would please, even if you're watching this next month. If you watch this video in a year and you're like, I wonder whatever happened with that Jason Dollarhide guy, but before I find out, let me put OTVO in the comment section. So just take a second and do it for me. It takes you a second. It takes you a second, bro. OTVO, put it in the comment section. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. So let me share with you guys what we did last night. Last night, we wrote up a demand for a return of we wrote up a body cam right here. Here it is. So let me see what you guys see so I can make it. Okay, cool. So I wrote this last night with people watching. We looked up on Chat GPT what the laws were, and this is part of the reason why I'm doing this again today. We looked up what the laws were in Oklahoma prior to 2021. I looked them up again last night when we got offline. It's still the same. Article 51 24A.1 is the same thing. Thanks for the super chat, Graceway. Appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you. We're doing the best we can to help as many people as we can. So let me show you what this bad chicken looks like when we break it down a little bit further. So this is all that's required. My name is Jose DeCastro. This is my mailing address in California. Cleveland County Sheriff's Office, 111 North Peter Street, July 27th, 2023. And this is what we're calling for today. We're going to get the name of the custodian of records. My name is Jose DeCastro. I'm an independent journalist. The Jason Dollarhide story has become a national interest story that I'm covering as an investigative journalist. This is a body cam request for any and all sheriff's deputies on the scene of the incident with Jason Dollarhide on the date 7/16/2023 at approximately 10 a.m., including any and all dash cam, any and all audio and video recording that was captured, any and all video total. So if cops took pictures or anything else. This is my first request under Title 51, Section 24A.1 of the Oklahoma statutes. You can email me or mail me all the body cam footage from this incident to the address posted above or my email address listed, which is up there. Everybody can see it. And then I said, thank you, Jose DeCastro. So those are the steps that we've done so far up to now. This is what we've done to try to help Jason so far. So now what I'm going to do is, so now here is the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department in Oklahoma. So let me share this screen with you guys so you guys can see what I'm looking at, what I'm looking at here. Stop. Get out of my way there. So here is the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department in Norman, Oklahoma. And so what we're going to want is we're going to want to talk to the custodian of records over there. So it just so happens that I still have this phone number right here queued up on my phone. Let's give a call over there, find out who the custodian of records is.
Thank you for calling the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency or you need to report a crime, press 1. Please listen carefully to the following options due to recent changes. Please note that information can also be found on our website at www.ccso-ok.us. If you are calling with questions about an inmate, a bond, release of personal property that was seized, handgun licenses, or fingerprinting, press 2. For questions regarding an active investigation you are associated with, press 3. For questions about civil matters, including protective orders, evictions, or sheriff's sales, press 4. For questions about arrest warrants, press 5. For questions about police reports or obtaining records, press 6. To repeat this menu, press 7. For the operator, press 0.
You guys subscribe to that channel, Graceway Chapel.
Thank you for calling the Cleveland County Sheriff's
They're
Office.
trying to grow their channel.
If this is an emergency
So
or you need to report a crime, press 1. Transferring to Records Department. One moment, please.
thanks for the donation, Graceway. I appreciate it, man. We're trying to make it too.
Cleveland County Sheriff's Office.
Good morning. How are you? My name is Jose DeCastro. I'm a journalist. I'm trying to reach the custodian of records.
This is Records.
Oh, hi. What's your name, ma'am?
This is Marcella.
Hi, Marcella. My name is Jose DeCastro. I'm an independent journalist. I've got about 1,200, 1,300 stories that I've done so far, and I'm covering the Jason Dollarhide story that happened on July 16th of 2023. From what we've been told from the family is that there's a half a dozen different body cams from the scene where Jason was arrested, and so I want to know where to send my written request to. Can I email that over to you?
Yeah, so you'll just email it to CCSO Records.
Okay. 1 second.
At Cleveland County.
Okay, give me just 4 seconds here I want to make sure that I just do it right now while I got you on the phone so that it's CCSO.
As in Cleveland County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
Records with an S.
RECORDS.
Yes. At Cleveland County, spelled out.
CLEVELAND, right? Is there an extra E in there?
No.
Oh, CLEVLAND.
No, you spelled it correct the first time.
Okay. Listen.
Yeah, that's why when you said, is there an extra? I was like, after that, no.
CCSO Records at clevelandcounty.org.
.com. So it's going to be CCSO Records at clevelandcounty.ok.com.
OK.com. Okay. So I've got it, actually. I've got it. I think we got it. Okay, cool. And then I put in the subject line RE for you.
Yeah, so you're
put your name.
You're just going to put who you're with, who you're requesting the records on,
And that's about it. If you have the name, first name, last name, if you happen to have a date of birth time frame, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I have all of Jason's information. Jason Dollarhide. I mean, it's a pretty big story going on right there, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't look into everything. I just get their requests and keep it pushing, to be honest.
Okay, no, I've got that. And let me attach this PDF that we have for you, and I'll send it to you right this second, so you can let me know if you need anything else at all. And I'm more than willing to alter it or do whatever. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
And so I also put on here just kind of I'll put my contact information on here.
Okay.
That way you can call me back or text me back. And then my channel is Delete Laws. Obviously, it's deletelaws@gmail.com. There's the attached right there, and I just sent that to you. I also carbon copied my attorney, just because if we don't get the records, I'm going to file a lawsuit. So I just wanted to make sure that I should have just blind carbon copied my attorney, but that's okay. At least you guys know. So yeah, we just want to see the body cam footage so that we can have some transparency in this. That's all.
Okay.
I
will go ahead, and I haven't received anything at the moment.
Oh, you come through?
No, I haven't received anything yet. But yeah, once I receive it, it'll just allow us at least 1 to 2 weeks to get back with you, only because it would have to go through my supervisor.
Who's your supervisor?
It is Ashley Graham. I can give you her email as well, but the email will actually go to her too. It's all together.
Yeah, because I think that because I've only had to sue one place that didn't give me the records. But I don't even think that we had to file a full lawsuit. I think we just filed a writ of mandamus, and then the judge made the body cam get released. I haven't had to sue.
Yeah, we can definitely get that done. It's just everything like that, considering there's a juvenile involved, it would have to go through her, and then.
Oh, so you do know you do know about the case then, if you know there's a juvenile involved.
Yes, I just looked it up.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, just to see what it was involving.
Yeah, we're actually working with the family, so we have no plans on exposing a juvenile or.
No, it's not even anything like that. Regardless, it's a thing with our agency. Is if it involves a juvenile, we have to go through steps to get that. I as a regular employee cannot just be like, here you go.
Is that for the protection of the child?
I would have to go through my supervisor that is over me to just let her know, and then go from there. That's why we just say allow 1 to 2 weeks for us to go through our process.
Is that for the protection of the juvenile?
That is.
Okay. And do you guys have a juvenile hall there or a kids jail in Oklahoma there?
So we have a couch center that is I want to say it's here in Norman. That is for juveniles.
And you take kids to this place that's like a jail for kids?
So I'm not for sure. I want to say our patrol deputies, they don't put them into our adult jail. So majority of the time they do go towards the couch center, and I think there is one more other center.
The couch center?
Uh-huh.
What is it? I mean, is the couch center a polite way to say jail for kids?
It is like a juvenile facility.
Okay, so you have a jail for kids there, but you guys are worried about a juvenile being seen on camera where they tackled and arrested her dad in front of her, but you're worried about having the leakage of
any questions regarding juveniles, any of that would have to go to our supervisor, Ashley Graham, which I can give you her email if you want to ask her any questions.
Yeah. Let me
you're wanting to know.
Yeah, let me jot this down real quick. What's Ashley's email address?
It is Graham.
Agraham. Okay.
At clevelandcountyok.com. So any of the questions that you're needing the answers to right away, or as far as the juvenile centers, how they go about that step for step, you can ask her. She can get with patrol on their end and see what happens that way.
I'm just trying to find out the morality of having a kids jail and at the same time not wanting to release records of arresting someone's father in front of the kid, but the
No,
morality is
it's
worried
not.
about
It's not us
saving
not
the
wanting
kid.
to release any body cam footage. We just have to go through the appropriate steps before we release the body cam.
Oh, okay. So
No, yeah, we didn't say we were not going to release any body cam. We have to just go through appropriate steps to get it released.
Yeah, I can't wrap around my head how we have a kids jail and then we're worried about releasing body cam footage. Like if you have a kids jail where you drop off kids in a Lord of the Flies type of dungeon, then if you worry about releasing the footage of a 6-year-old girl walking around, there's just, I mean, I don't understand the morality. You know what I mean? The morality is we put kids in a jail or we release a camera footage of a girl on camera who doesn't in any way, shape, or form get hurt or touched in any way. So it's like, it just doesn't, I can't square the two ideas.
Anything involving a juvenile, we have to just take appropriate steps for it. So I wouldn't just be able to go off that and just say, you go.
You want to take appropriate steps
to get it released for you.
You want to take appropriate steps, but you have a kids jail where you lock kids up.
Yes. Any of those questions, they can go to Ashley Graham if you'd like to email her that and just let her know. And she can get back with you on that.
You don't see the immorality of what you're saying? I mean, we have a kids jail where we lock
I really
kids
can't answer any of the questions that you're asking. You would have to ask her.
I know you can't, ma'am. I totally understand. Okay, well, listen, thanks for your time. I do appreciate your time. It's I'm going to go through the process. I submitted my form. I think, should I submit it to Ashley as well?
You could. The email you sent to CCSO will go to her, but that is actually her email that I gave you if you're wanting to ask any of the questions that you're needing or just let her know what's going on and that you need that.
The time frame is a week or two?
She will get with you.
Is it a week or two? How long before I have to take legal action? What is that? Is it 14 days?
It would be allow up to 1 to 2 weeks is what we give people for that.
Okay, cool.
That's just not for you. That's for everyone else.
Sure. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, the family wants to see it. The wife of Jason, her name's Heather. She wants to see the camera footage. I have an audience of 250,000 people, so they want to see the footage as well. You know, everybody wants to see this footage where Jason's being accused of attacking a felonious assault on a police officer. So we're all really want to see where Jason has lost his mind and started attacking police in front of his daughter. So we want to see that because he is charged with felonious assault on a police officer, which is a felony, and he's in jail right now. So he's been in jail for 2 weeks. And today's his daughter's birthday, and his daughter and him have never been apart for 2 weeks. He's never been apart from his wife for 2 weeks since they got together. So he's in a dungeon right now where he was in a cell with no running toilet water. And so for a week he had to sit with feces in a toilet, and there's no victim of a crime. There's no restitution due. There's no property damage. There's no babe weeping in the street, but Jason is in literally a dungeon, 23 hours a day lockdown. And so this body cam footage to the people who are following along, which, by the way, we've raised thousands and thousands of dollars for this family. There's a lot of people who are watching this. We want to see that body cam footage. You're going to charge a guy with felonious assault on a police officer, arrest him in front of his daughter. Okay, well, let's see it. Show it to us then. You know, that's
okay.
That's my position, you know, and I'm sure you're neutral on this because you didn't arrest anybody and you're not involved, but that's our position on this side over here.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. Like I said, any kind of questions, you just send that email straight to Ashley Graham, and she will get back in touch with you.
I'm gonna send this over to Ashley too. I already sent it to you, but why wait a step? Let's get this body cam footage as quickly as we can. And you do me a favor. You have yourself a fantastic weekend, and please be safe.
You too. Have a good one.
God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's send that over to Ashley as well. I have Ashley's email right here. I have her email right here, Ashley Graham. I copied and pasted and saved it. So let's just go like this, and let's go compose. And real quick, while I got you guys on the line, let's send this email. Let's go like this, CCO Records. Here's my name, my phone number, my email address. And then this is going to be RE body cam footage for Jason Dollarhide. I paste this here. I'm going to attach the document of the body cam request. This is a PDF file. I will open this bad chicken big so that you guys can see it. Let me, I imagine you guys can see my screen. Right on. Okay, so this, so then I've got someone in here. There are requirements that drop on body cam footage released 10 days after they've been arraigned. I would mention that he was arraigned more than 10 days ago. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Let's present. Okay, cool. If you guys don't know, I do have, so right here, let me go back and see what that said exactly. This said the requirements that drop on body camera footage released 10 days after they've been arraigned. He was arraigned more than 10 days ago. So let's just throw this in real quick like this. Okie dokie pokey smoky. So there is that right there. That is now, I'm going to send that. I'm clicking send without you guys seeing because I have a lot of emails and stuff from people. Oh, I got it. Oh, 1 second. I put this email address in the wrong way. 1 second real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I just want to make sure that I dot the I's and cross the T's because I am burning pissed off. There it is. That is sent in. Thank you for the information. I put that in the public. I put that in the public record request. Yo, what's up? So yeah. Yo, Eric, what's going on in Tulsa? Eric, if you want to send me an email, we're going to need people in the Oklahoma area because we're going to have to fight these. I guarantee you, we're going to end up in a fight with this police department. We're going to end up getting into a paperwork fight, a legislative fight, because when I say fight, you guys know that I mean petition, protest, peaceful, sit-ins, suing. That's what I mean by have a fight with these people because I'm for doing things through peace, through legislation, through lawsuits. That's the way I do things. I don't do things through violence. I don't think that that's going to get anywhere. I think that the police, because they're so afraid of violence, they've taken all the arms, the helicopters, the guns, the Uzis, the rocket launchers, the chemical weapons. They walk around like G.I. Joe loser in America. So from my perspective, I don't think that fighting them physically is going to win. I think that our best weapon is right here. That's what I think. I think our best weapon is this right here. That's what I think. This is our best weapon. That looks terrible, but that's the top of a credit card. let me get rid of that blue line. Let me get my credit cards and let me put them in another way. I don't want to see a blue line on the top of my credit cards. Oop, 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 oop. So cool. There you go. So I believe that this is our best weapon. I believe that the Jason Dollarhide filming the Norman police attacking him, that's been the best weapon because now it got thousands of you guys to donate money that you don't even know the guy. You just saw his video, right? Press with Rancor is here, everybody. Press with Rancor also is a guy being persecuted in Michigan for filming police right here. Press with Rancor. If you guys get over there and get a subscription to his channel, he's an auditor as well. He's been put on the sidelines from a court order. He's not allowed to be within 100 feet of cops. So he's been put to the sidelines. And Press with Rancor, he's got a voice like the guy in Okay. So it just took 1 second. Sorry about that. I have, yesterday the internet did the exact same thing. Exactly. Did the exact same thing. So, oops. There was something I wanted to show you guys this morning as well. And so so this is, when I talk about, so if you guys are new to my channel, what I always talk about on this channel is transparency. And instead of the government taking cameras and putting them up everywhere and saying, oh, we got this, when they don't, I think the camera should go up and that every citizen should get access to all cameras. And if that was true, if all citizens got access to all cameras, then we would not have things happen like this, where this guy right here, what he's going to do is he knocks him unconscious. You see that? He got caught. Why did he get caught? Because of the camera. That's why he got caught. He got caught because of the camera. Look at him. He slams him. Is the man's hands shackled behind his back? I think they are. I think the man's arms are shackled behind his back. Slammed him headfirst into the glass wall. And now he's lifting him up like he's the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Slams the dude headfirst and knocks him unconscious. And so I don't know how this camera footage got leaked. I think that guard probably made some. Oh, yeah. Did you guys see this one?
There's no audio, so there's no indication about what led up to the confrontation. But watch as 4 deputies push Hobbs against the wall and pummel him with punches to his body and face. According to the video I watched, it lasts for about 30 seconds inside the cell. I spoke to Hobbs' attorney, Harry Daniels, by phone. A camera posted in the hallway.
So just want to let you guys know, you got your token black guy in here. Not the guy getting beat. You got the token black guy in here who's also laying a beating. He's in line to throw punches. So it's not a black or a white thing. It's a blue thing. It's an authoritarian thing.
Captures a deputy slamming Hobbs into the wall, and then 2 others appeared to be kneeing him for another 20 seconds.
I mean, look at this. It's funny. I just mentioned this black dude. He's trying to get in there to get his shots in.
As Hobbs falls to the ground. The video you're watching became public because the Camden County Sheriff's Department filed assault charges against Hobbs. It was used as evidence at his federal probation hearing.
No way. So they jump him and then they charge him. I mean, I can't tell if the black guy's jumping in or if he's kind of standing back.
Daniels tells me he won.
It doesn't look like the black guy's throwing. Maybe he has a shot of remembering he's black here for a second. I don't know, but it doesn't look like he's jumping in on the fight. It looks like he's not jumping in on the fight. I spend some time on Reddit. I spend some time here because
Vancouver police body cam video shows what happened outside this Vancouver Walmart on May 21st. The man in the gray hoodie was suspected of shoplifting from the store. In the parking lot, the 2 officers on scene say he refused to stop for them. One grabbed his arm and brought him to the ground. About 30 seconds later, before they could handcuff him, the man jumps up. Police say the suspect punched one officer in the face and kicked another in the chest during the struggle. Once they got him back on the ground, Officer Andrea Mendoza deployed a taser on the suspect's back. Then the video shows Officer Mendoza pulling down his pants and threatening to use the taser on his genitals.
Knock it up or I'll do it in your nuts. I'm done.
The suspect's shirt winds up over his face, and you can hear him tell officers he can't breathe.
Now, I'm going to help you.
Right after the incident, doctors evaluated the suspect at the hospital. He was then booked on third-degree assault and theft charges. Vancouver's police chief wouldn't comment further today, but did release this video statement.
The actions of the officer who deployed the taser in this video are disturbing. I want to emphasize to the community that my expectation is that at all times, our personnel serve the public with professionalism, compassion, and respect.
While charges were filed more than 2 months after the incident, the chief says this use of force case was flagged by his supervisor just days after it happened, as soon as they reviewed the video. The officer was then put on administrative leave, and the Clark County Sheriff's Office started investigating. They then referred the case to the prosecutor's office, which filed a fourth-degree assault charge this week. Late tonight, the union that represents Vancouver officers released a statement calling the charges baseless. They say Officer Mendoza was just doing her job, and after being assaulted by the suspect, had only a few reasons.
I mean, how many times do we hear this same old, the cop was just doing their job? The job of police officers in America, PO, police, peace officer. They go to peace officer standards and training for the 100th time on this channel. There's no such thing as a law enforcer in America. It's a made-up term that cops have made up for themselves. They go to peace officer standards and training, POST. Peace officer standards and training in Nebraska, peace officer standard and training in Florida, in Alaska, in Tennessee, in Alabama, in Oklahoma, in Washington State, in Texas, in South Dakota is POST, peace officer standards and training. That is how they get their peace officer certificate. There is no such thing as a law enforcer. They made the term up for themselves, and they've been running with it for decades now. We have to, from executive power, from the governorship, we have to change policing from the top down. There's the first step. Get rid of the term law enforcers. Get rid of their G.I. Joe loser uniforms. Put them in peace officers' outfits where they're highly visible with multiple cameras on them that you get access to. Everybody gets access to cameras. That means Sergeant Johnson, every single video that Sergeant Johnson is on, because he makes the video when he goes out to work. Let's call him Mr. Johnson because I want to get rid of the ranking system as well. Every single time Johnson goes out, you can then just type in his employee code and look up every video he's ever been in. That's how we get to the solution here. This is just going to continue. It will just continue. We have got to make it so that you and I get access to the camera footage. We wouldn't have known this if someone didn't get the camera footage, but the peace officers agencies in America, through the Fraternal Order of Police, have funded politicians, state, local, federal, where the Fraternal Order of Police writes the bills for them. In North Carolina, you can't get the body cam footage unless you're a party to the incident. So meaning a constitutional law scholar like me, I can't go in and just start to review hundreds of body cam footage from North Carolina and call that person and say, that's a civil rights violation. That's a civil rights violation. That's a civil rights violation. How many people in the chat here can watch a video and be able to call out, that's a First Amendment violation, that's a Second Amendment, that's a Fourth, that's a Fifth, that's a 14th? How many people know how to do that? Put a 1 in the chat if you can call out, I know what a constitutional violation is. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think you're qualified to do that. I think I'm qualified to do that. All I have to do is watch the video. North Carolina has made it so I can't watch any of the body cam videos from Johnson. Johnson can have 1,000 hours of videos, and someone who actually knows what the law is, they don't get to look at it. It's a way to cheat people who don't know the law. And we're seeing it time and time and time again. We're seeing it again.
Reasonable options left to get him to comply. Brittany.
All right, Catherine, thank you.
They say Officer Mendoza was just doing her job.
Just doing her job, putting a taser on his penis. It's not funny. You don't put a taser on a guy's penis. I don't care what he's done. You don't put 1,000 volts or however many volts on a man's penis. You don't do that.
And after being assaulted by the suspect, had only a few reasonable options left.
It's so because the guy fought to run away, not fought to stay and fight them. He was kicking and punching to run away. He wasn't kicking and punching to end them. He was kicking and punching to run away. But because they couldn't subdue him, then they were going to tase his penis off. And there's no more reasonable options, so we go to unreasonable options, which is why she's being charged.
To get him to comply, Brittany.
trash.
A man died after he'd been pulled over by a West Fork police officer in December of last year. Now, 7 months later, that officer has been arrested. Good evening. I'm Chelsea Helms.
And I'm Chad Mira. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. This is West Fork police officer Christopher Cordero. He's been charged with negligent homicide in connection to a traffic stop that turned deadly.
An arrest affidavit says Cordero pulled a man over for driving on a suspended license in December 2022. The man had a medical condition, multiple, and refused to leave his car when Cordero reportedly asked him to. Cordero then physically removed the man and, according to investigators, tased him a total of 9 times. The officer then restrained him on the ground, and the man reportedly said multiple times that he could not breathe. When an officer from another department arrived on scene, she said Cordero had the victim face down in a ditch with his knee in his upper back. The last words that victim was heard saying that it was that he was dying before he ultimately did die on scene. The state medical examiner found his cause of death to be a combination of heart disease, methamphetamine intoxication, along with physical exertion, struggle, and restraint. He also...
So just so you guys know, if you take Adderall, it will come back on your tests as methamphetamines in your system. I used to take Adderall. I don't take Adderall anymore. But if they test your blood and you've taken an Adderall that day, it may come back as methamphetamine intoxication. And as you know, every bootlicker will tell you, if there's anything in your system, THC, if there's anything in your system at all whatsoever, anything at all, then the coppers will say, look, he had THC in his system, and all the bootlickers will go, yay, he had THC in his system. This one says he has methamphetamines in his systems, which could have been his Adderall that he took that morning. We don't know. And we also don't know if this is true. We don't know. Remember, cops, after they kill somebody, will go and do a search warrant on their house to see if they can find anything that they can say they were bad. So we don't know if this is an actual truthful toxicology report or if this toxicology report has been created by the cops that murdered him. Created, invented. And by the way, don't think that this is an exaggeration. The most prolific criminal was a cop inside of a forensic testing lab. That cop inside of the forensic testing lab marked that every single sample that came in was the drugs that the cops suspected. It was 300 different people. Was it 3,000? It was a woman, and she was a lab technician, and she was the biggest cop sucker there was. Every single test that came in, yep, it's that. Yep, it's that. She did it to thousands of people. I can't remember the case off my head, but I'll look it up. So heart disease. So the guy told him, I can't breathe and you're attacking me. And now he's being charged with murder. I wonder if it was on camera. I wonder if these filthy pigs are hiding the body cam footage of what this pig did to a citizen, of him murdering. I wonder what this pig did. I wonder what this pig did. I wonder what he did. I wonder if there's a video of this pig murdering the guy. I'll bet you that there is. I'll bet you that, just so you guys know, put a 1 in the chat if you know who Tyree Nichols is. Put a 1 in the chat if you know who Tyree Nichols is. If you know who Tyree Nichols is, then just so you know, I believe this was in, where was that? Was that in Tennessee? Was that in Tennessee? Where was the Tyree Nichols murder where they chased him down and murdered him? What state was that? What was that? What state was that? Does anybody remember? Was that in Tennessee? Tennessee accountability is here, so he would. But anyway, so Tyree Nichols, the way those cops got caught chasing him down and murdering him is there was a camera on top of a light pole that happened to catch the murder. And let me give you the dates and times so you guys can get on the same page with me. Tyree Nichols was chased down by 5 with the supervisor too. 5 savage cops who wanted to murder him because Tyree Nichols was dating one of those cops' ex-wives. This is true. And so they chased down Tyree Nichols. and they beat him to death. They put him in torture cuffs, and then they took turns teeing off on his head, and they beat him to death. This is true. And then about a month later, literally a month later, it took a month. And then the chief of police for that dog crap enforcer garbage organization then said, hey, look, we found this tape and these cops are now all fired and they're going to be arrested, right? But if the footage was guaranteed to be only in the cops' hands, those cops would have got away with murder because they never would have released it. Guarantee you that they've got the body cam footage that shows this filthy pig murder this man. I would bet my fingers on it. I would bet my fingers.
Had injuries he got from being tased.
Body camera footage showed that Cordero made no
body camera footage. So where is it then? Body camera footage.
He got from being tased.
body camera
So this is Northwest Arkansas News.
footage showed that Cordero made no attempts to help the victim when he appeared to be in distress. We reached out to the West Fork Police to see if Cordero is still employed. We haven't heard back yet, but he's listed as an officer on the department's website.
West Fork Police in Arkansas. Does anybody know well, they're going to say it's part of an ongoing investigation right now and they won't release it to us, but I'll file for the body cam footage in Arkansas as well. I don't know what the laws are just now.
A man died after he'd been pulled over by a West Fork police officer in December of last year. Now, 7 months later, that officer has been arrested.
7 months later. You know, how many of you guys murder somebody and then a month or 7 months or 2 years later? You know, I want to remind you guys that Ronald Green was murdered in Louisiana and the cops are still cops. And it shows them beating him to death. I released the body cam footage on this channel. Just put Ronald Green, Greene. You can see the whole hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes of body cam footage. They beat him to death on camera. They hid the body cam footage for 2 years. I guess 2 years is enough time. After 2 years, you kill somebody, all done, all done, all done. So just absolutely unbelievable, unbelievable. Cops aren't part of the working class. Cops aren't part of the working class. Cops aren't part of the working class. They are an arm of the rich. There it is right there, pretty much in black and white by Homer Simpson.
Mr. Henderson, how you?
We saw that one yesterday. All righty. So this one says Glasgow Police Department tased a handcuffed man to death and no officer was charged. The body cam is on YouTube. Just type in Glasgow Police Department. Okay. Okay. So Glasgow Police Department. Let's take a look. So this is the just so you guys know, this is the growth on this is the growth here on delete laws. And if I go here the last 7 days, right here, if you go to look at the growth, 243,500, 246,500. And then it goes 246,500 to 247. So we've grown 1,000 subscribers so far today. We've grown 1,000 today, but every other day there's 3,000 there. There's 240 to 243,500. So there's 3,500 there. There's 237,800 to 240,800. There's 3,000 subscribers there. Pretty crazy growth. Glasgow Police Department tase. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see the Glasgow Police Department tase thing here. I'm looking for it. What did the guy say to put in there? Oh, was Dragon Net in here? Where is she in here? So Dragon Net has a court case coming up. Hey, DLZ Clips, if you would please jump on a group text with DragonNet and let's schedule a live. We got to get some subscribers over to her channel. DragonNet, shoot me an email so that I can connect you to DLZ Clips, and we can do like that. Am I gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm single. So if you got any amazing single ladies out there that want to date a freedom fighter, yeah, I'm not gay. If I was gay though, I would be proud and gay, because I have no problem with gay people at all whatsoever. I think gay is perfectly normal. If it wasn't normal, then God makes mistakes every 10 babies. And I don't think God make mistakes. So I'm just saying. Someone else saying, okay, I'll check that out right now. Is that in delete laws, DLZ Clips? Is that in delete laws, DLZ Clips? I don't see your email here. Yeah, it is very sad. Someone just sent me an email about Jason Dollarhide. If you're going to send me a video, you want to put it on YouTube as unlisted. And then you want to send me that link to the unlisted video. Yeah, I got nothing from you in here, DLZ Clips. DragonNet's videos are great. She actually follows through and shows the tough stuff, man. She shows the videos that the same reason my channel is constantly getting bonked. But then, you guys saw the growth. We grow 3,000, 4,000 subscribers a day on this channel. So if you're not subscribed and you're just lurking, hit the subscribe button. Just reach down. There's a subscribe button, and then hit the bell notifications. And the way you can help me the most is you can like, share, and subscribe to the videos. It's super duper important that we grow the biggest base that we can grow, because I'm going to go into politics. I'm going to run for the executive of a state, become the governor of the state, and I'm going to change it from the top down. We'll get rid of the term law enforcement completely. We'll get rid of all the G.I. Joe loser uniforms. We'll outfit peace officers with cameras. We'll change the massive over response to every different situation. There's no reason to have 25 cops on a scene. It's ridiculous. We're spending so much money on overreach. It is so important, and then the whole problem with policing or copying or law enforcing in America is that we've created this system where if you don't say the right thing, if you say the wrong thing during the interaction with the copper, well, then you might go to jail or you might be detained, which equals torture cuffs. That's why I have the trifold on my website, deletelaws.com with the Z, DELETELAWZ.com. You should have a trifold in your car at all times. Right when you start with the trifold, it starts with the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And that's what I want you to do. I'm a freedom fighter. My job is to take on cops, and that's what I do. I don't want you to do what I do. I don't want you to go to jail. I want you to pull your trifold out with your license, registration, proof of insurance, all put together. You give the copper your trifold, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right immediately, and then you tell him, I'm not answering any more questions. This is harassment. And then you get it all on video. You record just like this as you use that trifold like it's your savior. That's the reason why I created it. We give away so many of them. I got tons of emails for people requesting free trifolds. I put up about 50 out yesterday. I haven't put any out today, but I'll send another 50 today. So if you contact me, I'll send you one for free. It's just going to take a little while. If you want to get one, it's $9 for the digital download. It goes to your spam folder. Make sure you get that. Or you can get a hard copy one for $30, and we send it to you from Santa Monica, California. So I don't want you guys to talk to cops. And that's the reason why I give them away for free. Because it costs DLZ Clips and me a lot of time sending off free trifolds, but I don't want you to talk to cops. I don't want you to start the back and forth. Where are you coming from? Where are you heading? No. It says right here on my trifold, I'm not answering any questions. So if you start that, if you try to say, hey, I'm not answering any questions, then you come off aggressive. Whereas if you point to the trifold and you say, it says, I'm not answering any questions. It says on there, where am I coming from? I'm not answering that. Where am I going? I'm not answering that. It says right on your trifold, which is why I am the way I am, because of how I was persecuted and prosecuted by piggies. By piggies, by piggies. just DLZ Clips sent me 17 videos in the. Oh, that's from Steve. Oh, I see. I don't know which one of these. There's too many videos here, DLZ. I don't know which one it is. Don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah, I saw that. A lot of you guys send me videos. Yeah, a lot of you guys send me videos. Put on the subject line what the video is so I know what it is, and then I'll try to get into it. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha there. Gotcha there. Yeah, DLZ Clips, if you want to send me a video, just send me one link, bro, so I can just click on that one link. If you send me seven videos, I don't know. But while we're here, let's check out DragonNet's DragonNet transparency. Is that your DragonNet? Will you do me a favor? Drop your channel link into the chat. Is it DragonNet transparency? What's the new name of the channel? Let me take a look, because DragonNet, there it is right there. So I can't copy that bad chicken. I want to copy that thing, but I can't do it. DragonNet. Greg, I need someone who can put a link in. There's no link in here. That's okay though. Let's real quick grab this. Okay, let's see if I can find it by just putting DragonNet in there. There's DragonNet banned. They're not going to put it up. Do you want to text it to me, DragonNet? I got my phone right here. Shoot me a text message real fast. Shoot me a text message real fast, DragonNet, if you get a second, and we will check out your channel really quick here. Whoa. Whoa. You know, I can tell you this, you know. So I'll show you a channel that I watch all the time. And for some reason, though, I can't click on links in here, Katie. I watch this channel all the time. I'll show you the channel I'm talking about right now. And this channel is from the Real News Network. Real News Network has 771,000 subscribers. So they are a really, really big channel. I watch this channel all the time. There's 700 comments on this. And a lot of the breakdowns that they do.
Anything you can spare is truly American police, not just over civilians. No, how arrived had not been violent or the when like book privately at PAR@therealnews.com, or reach out to me on Facebook or Twitter at Tejas Baltimore, and we might be able to investigate for you. And please like, share, and comment on our videos. It helps us get the word out and can even help our guests. And you know I read your comments and appreciate them. You see those little hearts and likes I give out down there. And we do have a Patreon called Accountability Report, so anything you can spare is problems with American policing is not just brutality, corruption, or overly aggressive enforcement. It's not just over policing or speed traps or the misuse of the law to trump up charges on innocent civilians. No, the most prevalent and stubborn issue we see in our coverage of police is how hard it is to hold them accountable for it. Time after time, in story after story, it seems that when police screw up, the mechanisms of governance become immobilized, unable to discipline the police officers for transgressions that would put you or me in jail. That's why today we are reporting on a case of brutality so disturbing, we can't even show you everything that happened on this show.
So I want to let you guys know that Real News Network is one of my favorite channels. I just want to point out that it is not holding police accountable that is our biggest issue. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay, so what comes first is the chicken, which is Terry versus Ohio. It's not holding them accountable with qualified immunity. That happens after the cop has already entered into your life. So while Real News Network is one of my favorite channels and they do such an amazing job, they don't really point out Terry stops, and that it starts off with a Terry stop almost 99% of the time. So it works 60% of the time, 100% of the time. So most stops that you see that end up going into some rogue, horrifically bad situation are from cops that have entered into your life through Terry versus Ohio. So this is Dragon Net Transparency right here. She has 116 subscribers. Make sure you guys get over here. I'm going to drop this video in the comment section. You guys, this woman has been fighting hard to get her channel up. They just nuked her last channel. This is her new channel. So I'm going to drop the link down below. Let's get some subscribers over here. If you guys have to leave right now to go over to subscribe to Dragon Net's channel, then go ahead and do it, because I want to get her subscribers back to her, because she's facing court. We have a whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We have a we're going to have an interview with her in the next few days here, because she has court. She had 3,000 subscribers and now she has 116. And I mean, you guys know the work that we do takes all day, every day. I got Colin over there at DLZ Clips. He's working full time. I work full time. I mean, we put in 60, 70 hours a week, at least, just producing and making videos for you guys. So Dragon Net Transparency, now just called Dragon Net. This woman had 3,000 subscribers and they were all stripped away. A matter of fact, I'm thinking about making this a short. This right here. Please subscribe to my friend DragonNet. That she had 3,000 subscribers, and then YouTube came in and just whacked her channel. And all she does is pull body cam footage and show it. Police Accountability does the exact same thing, and they have millions of subscribers, but they're cop suckers. And so because they're cop suckers, their channel gets to stay on YouTube. DragonNet Transparency, DragonNet had 3,000 subscribers. They wiped her channel off of YouTube. And this is the third time they've done it to her. So I'm asking everybody, I put the link in the chat here. Here's the link to this video. Make sure you get over there and subscribe to her channel. So there you go, right there. Take a timestamp right there, DLZ Clips, and let's make a short out of this, because the shorts that I do get 50,000, 100,000 views, a lot of them. So let's try to get her subscribers back to her. Let's try to get her subscribers back to her. It's just not fair.
New details on a shooting involving an officer from last week in Lebanon.
We now have that body camera video. We're told officers were called to a neighborhood about a dispute between neighbors. When officers got to the scene of that home on Beard Avenue, they found a man in the front yard, and they say he refused to show his hands and started moving towards a woman.
Officers say he pulled out a gun and started shooting at the victim and killed her. Police returned fire. The suspect was airlifted to a Nashville hospital. No officers were hurt. Again, this is the body cam footage. First time we're seeing it. The TBI will continue to investigate. That is the moment. Of course, we stopped.
Oh, TBI is the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. Those are the same super cops that you have in Ohio that's called BCI. They're just cops who are protecting cops. That's what TBI is, the same as BCI. Cops protect cops. You can't have cops investigate other cops and think that you're going to have a fair outcome. You can't do that. That's not how it works. You can't do that. You can't have YouTubers investigate other YouTubers and have a fair outcome. Maybe you could, because they would.
The video right before you see more action. We're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Hours after a woman was shot. Moments after the woman was shot, officers shot at the man who killed her. News Channel 5's Olivia Michael spoke with those who.
It was a sundown tradition.
Yes, we would be on the porch, just talking, just having a good time, laughing, talking about anything.
This porch played host to many a conversation.
Whatever's going on in the neighborhood, whatever's going on in the world, period. She would always talk about that.
But Friday night, it was the place of a crime scene that took the life of a beloved neighbor.
Miss Jackie loved people. She was not mean. She was just a genuine person.
Lebanon police responded to a shooting on Beard Avenue. Officers arrived to find a man shooting a woman who neighbors called Miss Jackie.
She would give you the shirt off of her back if she could. If you could wear it, she would give it to you.
Police shot the suspect, who was taken to the hospital. The woman later died.
Come over here.
Yes, sir.
Come here. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Put your hand. Let me see your hands now. Charlie 41, shots fired, shots fired.
That's the only response that we have. Show up with other guns and kill the person.
An update now to an officer-involved shooting in Lebanon on Friday. An officer exchanged gunfire with a suspect after the suspect shot and killed a woman.
Okay, got it. Make sure you guys, so she got 32 subscribers just now. Let me refresh this again. So her channel is let's watch her. Let's see what video she has posted over here. Just give her a little boost. Oh, she took some of the videos she had and put them on her new channel here. I mean, I can't believe that they just nuked her channel the way they have. It's just horrifically bad. Yeah, we saw this one, man. We saw this one. I mean, and look at just take a look at the AI looking type of situation LAPD is. I mean, look at that. Put a 1 in the chat if that looks like a artificial intelligence. That's what that looks like. Look at that. That looks like an artificial. I mean, it looks like a total drone computer. Doesn't even look real. Doesn't even look real. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Listen, I'm not usually on at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got to get the flock out of here. I got things to do today. But if you guys would please make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, comment. If you don't have an indestructible trifold in your car, you should have one from my website, deletelaws.com. If you don't have one, you print at home. When you get the digital download for my trifold, it's $9. You get the PDF in your email, and then you have it forever. If you lose it, just print out another one. If you want to give one to your brother, just give it to them. You're not hurting me at all. I spread the brand and I spread the message as far as I can. If you have that trifold in your car, get one digital trifold for $9, print it out, print out 10 of them and give one to each of your friends and say, keep this in your car and show them how to use it. I made the trifold so that you wouldn't interact with cops, so you don't go to jail. Every back and forth you have with the cop is bad for you. You're not a constitutional law scholar. This isn't what you do with your whole life, and I don't want you to. I want you to have the trifold, and I want you to use it so that you don't go to jail, so that they don't say that you said something or you did or whatever. You follow the steps on the trifold. You use a touchdown position when you're interacting with that filthy copper. You use a touchdown position when you're interacting with that filthy copper. Hand goes here with the trifold in it, other elbow up on the seat, and you're filming like this. When you invoke your Fifth Amendment right, you say, officer, you show the trifold. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You show it to the cop. Where are you heading from? Officer, I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Stop asking me questions. You're violating my constitutional rights. You don't have to be rude. You can be firm, but yet assertive. You have got to make sure that you don't talk to cops. You've got to make sure you don't talk to cops. This is not what you do for a living. You probably have a family. You probably have people who love you. I don't have a family. I got a couple people who love me, but I don't have, kids with their kids, and I'm not taking kids to soccer practice, and I'm not doing the things that you're doing if you got a wife and kids. So I don't want you to have a back and forth with that copper. I want you to use my trifold. It's $9. If you can't afford it, I'll give it to you for free. Go to the inquiry form on deletelaws.com and say, hey, I'm on a fixed income, and I'll send it to you. We're about 100 people behind, but I'm going to catch up today. I'm going to get off this, and I'm going to keep on sending out trifolds. So hopefully you can afford the $9. If you can't, then send me an email through the inquiry form, or the hard copy one is $30. So that's what I got to offer. That's what I got. Hey, Fern, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm here 6 or 7 days a week. I'm either live at 7 p.m. or sometime in the afternoon or morning, and then I release 2 or 3 shorts a day, at least one long form video a day, and DLZ clips over there, killing it on DLZ clips, which is just the most fire stuff that I do on the street with these coppers. So thanks for joining. I appreciate you becoming a member. It means a lot to me. All right, I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I will see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.